Smoking. You smoke a lot. When it comes to smoking marijuana, it can do different things for different people. What does it do for you exactly?
As far as like why I smoke weed?
Yeah.
As far as like, it relaxes me. I almost like, it's so sad, like it's almost embarrassing, but it's like I've been smoking for so long. My body slick, that's like a lifestyle for me now. Like when I wake up, my body slick don't feel the same. It's like, sometimes it don't even be that I want to smoke, but I slick just won't feel good if I don't smoke. Like it just kind of I don't feel the same like when I've been smoking for so long. And then I know I smoke big amounts at one time. Like I smoke a lot during the day. Cause like, and then part of the reason I smoke, I ain't gonna lie, I smoke way heavier now than I did last year. And that's due to the fact that my grandmother passing away. Mm. So when she passed, I deeply got into smoking. Like, I've been smoking, but I started smoking, and now it just like, that shit just stuck with me.
Is it a favorite strain that you smoke? Because there's different types of marijuana these days.
Yeah. There's one called Jupiter 06.
You like that?
Yeah, and Gorilla Glue. And I like Gelato.
When it comes to smoking, do you remember the first time you smoked ever?
Yes.
Can you take us back to that moment?
I was like 14. I was with my cousin Shannon. And this shit funny as fuck. Okay, I was with my cousin Shannon. I was 14. And he was like the cousin that was always, the cousin that's friends with everybody in the neighborhood. Long story short, he was friends with this older lady about her 40s. Everybody used to go kick it at her house and basically do bad shit, smoke weed, get drunk, all that shit. And I was always the youngest one there because he took me everywhere with him. So they was rolling up, smoking. I remember one day I went over there and they was rolling up. And I think I just got home from school and I ended up going to my cousin's house. And he was like, you want to hit the blunt? It was like 10 people in there. Everybody didn't hit it and it got to me. And at first I was like, nah, I'm straight. He was like, why you not going to hit the blunt or whatever? I was like, all right, I'll try it. So I hit it. I really didn't feel nothing. Like, I was like, shit, this is a waste of time, honestly. Then we kept on smoking and smoking. All of a sudden, my ass was high as fuck. I just went outside and I just sat on the ground and just fucking thought about stuff. Like, that shit was a very crazy experience for me. But that also, I slick regret doing that, though, to this day. Because my habit wouldn't be this bad if I wouldn't. I really do. I regret doing that.
Do you remember what strain it was back then that you smoked?
I have no idea. Because this is the hood. You feel me? Like, this is just like random. You was at their house. They had a blunt. You want to hit that shit. This one ain't no Cali niggas had strains. Like, hell no. This probably like a nigga they done got named Tito from upstairs. That's who they got that shit from.
When people smoke for the first time, sometimes they don't hit it right, so they don't get the high feeling. Like some people, their first time smoking, they weren't high.
Yeah.
And it's another time they smoke when they actually get high for the first time.
That shit made me nauseous the first time, actually.
And this is the part that I don't understand. When people describe their first time, and like you said, your first time was crazy. The first time you were nauseous. If somebody's going to do something for the first time and they have these feelings, nauseous, it's crazy, why keep doing it?
For the excitement, almost. And then sometimes it be deeper than that. Like, a lot of people I know smoke for certain reasons. And then if you had a fucked up experience the first time, that don't mean your second one gonna be fucked up. Because I done had a fucked up experience the first time I took a Percocet, and then the next time I took one, it was lit. So that really don't mean nothing.
But see, if somebody has their first time and it's not a good experience, they
Try
might not
again.
even go to a second time. Or it might turn them off from a second time. You know, like the Percocet situation. You had Percocet for the first time, it was a bad experience for you. So if somebody offers it again, you'd be like, man, that's whack. I had a terrible experience the first time. Why would I want to try it again and risk another terrible time? But you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, same as like my rap friends and shit, when we be at the studio, these niggas, they'll be basically fucked up because they done drunk so much lean or whatever, they body aching and shit, and then the next day they do the whole routine. I ain't gonna mention no nigga's name, but they do the same routine again. So it's kind of like that, like. And then, like, as far as weed, too, it's bad when you can support your own habit. Like, when you got your own money and you can afford that shit, like, that's when it's real bad. Because then you feel like nobody can tell you nothing. Because it's like, motherfucker, I pay for my own weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't asking you to buy me shit. So.
Now, speaking of buying your own, is it an expensive habit for you?
I wouldn't say it's an expensive habit, but I would say it could be one. It's one that I definitely shouldn't spend as much as I do on it. Cause it be times it's not even that I have to spend money on weed. Like I'm friends with like so many people enough I could just have weed. Honestly, real shit. But it be sometimes to the point I know my shit is bad cause I don't be wanting to wait for motherfuckers. I be like, nah, fuck you, bro. I'm about to drive, go buy me a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. I don't know, because it's like when I want to smoke now. And then I have like a very bad habit. A lot of people done caught me doing that. If I don't smoke, I'll start pacing. I do it for about 20 minutes. I just walk back and forth like in the same direction.
Have you ever thought about how much you've spent on marijuana? I mean, you were smoking since 14 years old. Have you ever just sat back and thought, man, I could have done this with the money I spent?
Yeah.
Does that ever make you think, I need to stop smoking? I could...
Every time I'm gonna start smoking, like a smoker period, every time we say we gonna stop, we not gonna stop. Like that shit just bullshit. We say that shit to make ourselves feel good. And that's just what it is. Like I'm being real. Every time I say I'm gonna start smoking, that shit sound good in the moment. I might be feeling fucking good and holy wherever the fuck I'm at and think I'm about to be on some motivational type shit. The next day though, and you go to sleep, wake back up, that shit is gone. You back to the same, let a nigga hit you up and say, let's match up. I bet your ass is going. So it's like once you get into like a habit, it's kind of over with. And then it's like, it's something I can't avoid because I'm around it so much.
Have you ever tried to quit?
Yeah, I have.
And that didn't work out too well?
Yeah, like it's really not like I gotta have weed. Like I can go without weed. Like, cause it's been days like, okay, today for example, if I didn't have weed, it'll bother me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna try to maneuver and finesse my way to get some weed. I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, if I can't get none, then it's just over with. But
thinking back to how much you've spent on marijuana, has it been worth it?
Yeah and no. Yeah, because like, well, I say yeah because that's really how I got through my nana. Like, I'm still going through it, but my nana passing away, that shit helped me out a lot. Because I was fucked up. Like, I'm already fucked up mentally, but that shit fucked me completely up mentally. And we kind of, like, balanced that shit. Like, if I had no weed, I would have been done for when she died. And that's so real.
So that way, it was worth it. But what ways has it not been worth it?
As far as, like, I don't know. It really ain't even that it's expensive, but just money, like, as far as I be careless with spend. Like, I spend, like, $200-$300, like right now, if I wanted to smoke that bad, I would spend $300 just so I could have some to wherever I'm going. It'd be that deep to me. And I like to smoke by myself too. Like I don't even like smoking with people. I'd rather smoke by myself. Like I'd be in a situation where everybody's smoking, I just buy my own weed just because I don't want to smoke with everybody. So it's like I could have saved money. Like it's been situations like even in high school, for example, when I was like this when I was broke and everything, like before I had like any of that shit and I was smoking and shit. It's been times like shit, we would spend our last on some fucking weed and not even care about nothing else. Like, food, like, none of that shit fucking mattered. Like, niggas just worried about smoking. And then, shit, as long as you got some weed and you finesse the fucking Rella from somebody, and that's it.
When it comes to getting high, not every experience is a good experience. Sometimes there are bad experiences with getting high. We kind of talked about it your first time smoking. But do you have like a total worst experience, and it doesn't have to be smoking, it could be any drug, but do you have what's called a horror high story, a bad experience while you were high?
Yeah, it was a weed and Adderall though, in Texas. I ain't gonna say like the rapper name, but it was like one of my close friends, we basically had an Airbnb. Long story short, this was my first time taking Adderall. I don't just be doing that shit. But, like, everyone just took one for, like, the first time. Mind you, this was, like, after my nana passed away, so my mom was kind of fucked up. I was depressed, you know what I'm saying? So my mind was just messed up. So we all did that. Mind you, so they was like, are you in a good mood? Like, right after I took the pill. And I was like, why does it matter if I'm in a good mood? They like, well, whatever mood you got, that's how this high about to feel. So if you fucked up whatever, that shit gonna hit you. I'm like, all right. So about 30 minutes later, like, I'm just sitting there chilling. I get hot as fuck out of nowhere. Like, I just start sweating. All of a sudden, they're like, we about to go somewhere. Like, we about to probably go. I think we went to the movies or some shit. long story short, and like we was in like Texas, it was dark. Like we was in downtown Houston, so it looked like a little alleyway when we was walking outside, and there was like a little trash can, like I think it was behind a restaurant, and there was like a nigga that was standing outside. He was sweeping or something like that. So it was about 5 of us, well, me and 5 of my friends. We all walking. It's about 9 o'clock at night. It's dark as fuck outside. And, like, we high as fuck. It's to the part, because I'm not going to lie, it was the first drug that ever made me hallucinate. Like, I felt like I was seeing stuff, like, for real, that really wasn't there. And I was hearing, like, I was real paranoid. I really could have sworn the police was, like, after us, like, for sure. I know they was. And everybody was telling, they was like, fuck, no, they wasn't. So the man behind the dumpster, I just kept staring at him. I'm like, yo, like, I feel like we need to get the fuck on. They like, what the fuck are you talking about? I just all of a sudden just dashed. I just took the fuck off. Then my friends, they just started running, like, with me, because niggas, like, they see one person run, they gonna start running. The janitor, he looked at us. He actually called the police because he thought we looked suspicious. Like, he thought we robbed. Like, that shit was just fucked up. But it was and then I was still fucking seeing shit after that shit. Thinking, like, objects talking to me and shit. It was like an echo also. Like, when I was talking to people, like, if they was like, what's up, it'd be like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just wasn't a good high. I wouldn't do that shit again either.
So you were already smoking marijuana earlier?
Okay, I had, like, 3 cups of lean that day. I didn't smoke, like, 8 blunts prior to this. Then I had some Adderall. So, it was just fucked up.
Is that even okay to take? Like,
Adderall?
all those 3 drugs in one time?
Nah, because I had to go to the
amount of
hospital when I got back to Atlanta. So, no, not really.
You had to go to the hospital?
Yeah, because I started to get pain, like, in my... I used to have, like, kidney problems and shit like that. So that shit kind of, like, triggered that to come back. So,
was the hospital, the doctors able to pinpoint it? Was it like, okay, yeah, it's the Adderall that messed things up?
He thinks
for
it
you?
was lean.
Oh.
Because I had, like, a large amount of it. Because, like, this was the Super Bowl. And like I told you, you could put 2 and 2 together. Rappers and shit, that's all we had to drink was lean. That's all we was drinking in Houston for, like. And I was there for, like, a week and a half, every single day, nothing else to drink, just lean in my system, barely eating, too. Because niggas really, lean kind of make you lose your appetite. You don't really be, like, hungry on lean. It should make you feel full and just tired, so.
No more Adderall or no more lean after that for you?
No more Adderall, but I'm not gonna lie, I drink lean occasionally, but I don't buy lean though. Like, I don't got no habit with lean. Like, I drink lean if it's around.
Okay, what about when you do have an appetite?
Mm-hmm.
You're craving something to eat. People call this the munchies. Whether you can have it at that moment or not, what's at the top of the list that you crave?
Caramel apple. Literally.
Caramel apple?
Literally.
Like ones that you get like at a fair or like a candy store?
But you can get them like at the grocery store. Like in little like packs. Bro,
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen those.
Right now. They like plastic though. Like little plastic shit. Damn, I want one of those right now. Or I want like, maybe like some grapes. I like fruit and shit like that. Like I like chips and stuff too. But that's not my first choice. That's kind of like a last resort.
You never like had a tooth come out eating one of those like caramel apples or?
When I was younger, but.
I've heard some people have lost some teeth to that.
And I actually lost one of my jewel. Like I had a jewel thing on my tooth. It was fire as fuck. I fucking ate one of those apples, fucked up my whole grill.